My name is Jason Duff, and I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and I'm an entrepreneur that invests in real estate, redeveloping small towns and communities. My first entrepreneur experience started when I was 5 years old. Was really identifying we had a problem. I was on a t-ball team, and we had to raise money for new uniforms. And that first project of having my coach go out and sell candy bars to the neighborhood was really the first chance I got to knock on doors and feel what it was like to actually sell something. And that was the first spark. I love retail. It probably is a venture that a lot of people say is the least profitable, but I think that being able to have that interaction with customers is very valuable. And you see a lot of businesses moving online today, and there's a huge amount of opportunity there, but I love that personal connection, that interaction, and getting that customer feedback. And that's not only through communication, but facial expressions, and there's a lot of theater that I think comes from a retail business. So that's probably my affinity. One of the things I think make our company different is that we do a lot of listening before we do talking. And we also try to find success in one community and be able to see how that can be replicated in other places. What I'm a big believer in is the renaissance of Main Street, and I believe in the power of small businesses and the job growth engine that they can be. But I think what we have to look at is what's different about Main Street today. We're not maybe going to have all the things that we had in the past, and that's actually a good thing. So it's really looking at Main Street in the future and what we're going to do to adapt real estate, properties, investments to meet those needs. I think the Main Street of the future is maybe not necessarily as much retail as it is a partnership between government and a partnership between fostering incubator businesses that may be in the home today, but maybe are looking for a space to expand into. So it's us providing storefronts that bring people off of the internet, and maybe they're still doing things on the internet, but they also have a real visible place in their community where they can tell their story and do what they do best. I've always been the sole owner. I'm very open. I've seen recently through connections and friends about how important it is to, when you scale and want to grow, to bring on partners and bring on investors, and certainly something that I'm open to. I think when you decide you want to partner, you've got to decide on the fit. Are there certain skill sets? Are there certain things that other person brings to the table that you don't necessarily have? And of course, the statistics with partnerships are not very good. Many of them fail. But I think it's looking at the fit and then deciding, if this doesn't work out, how are we both independently going to operate and function? And if you ask the right questions up front, I'd rather fight about things up front instead of fighting about things after the fact. Mistakes are not a bad thing. In fact, mistakes is really accelerated learning. It's a chance, especially when you're young, to experience things firsthand. And there's a lot of things being an entrepreneur that you can't necessarily learn through a textbook. So my advice for young people in particular, or any entrepreneur ages, is to understand and be able to be comfortable with making a mistake and then learning from that mistake. A big part of the guidance that I try to share is that business flows where energy goes. So the things that you're passionate about, the things that you believe in, where you put energy is where business will follow. So I think it's about making the right investments and finding the passion, but passion isn't the only thing you need. You need a lot of hard work and a lot of energy. Just because you have a great idea doesn't mean that things will come together. You have to work to get it.